Hi again everybody, Boyd back with you. And here's another quick update on our Enterprise refit build. Well, I was hoping to get this thing all wrapped up on the weekend here and a little bit of work today, but the Aztec work that it's taking to do on these nacelles is really a challenge, and I underestimated how much time it was going to take me to do those. I've got about 7 hours of straight work just in this one here. I finally got all the Aztec patterns painted on it, and I still have a little bit of detail work to do on it, and a few touch-ups here and there, and some minor little seam fixing, but and this little grill's got to be painted on the side. But by the time you paint all these details and do all this Aztec work, it's a lot of work. I want to show you, slide around on it a little bit here so you can see some of the patterns that are in it. And wow, there's a lot there, right? You can see all the different shapes and the colors and everything. Just a ton of work, because you've got to change colors in the airbrush, stop, and then do your masking. Here you can see probably a little bit better on this side, a little bit of the, got that beautiful candy cane effect here on the sides at the rear, and then it completely changes pattern as it heads off towards the front. And but boy, it was all worth it. Like I said, when I have this model on display in my room later on and I'm looking at it, it's all going to be worth it, I think. So, but just I've spent more time detailing this model than any model I've ever built before, so I'm really happy with it so far. There you can see our Raytheon lighting coming through on the registry number. I think that looks really good. And our little yellow SMD there is lighting up our thruster bank. I've still got to paint the little yellow details on that. And like I said, there's a lot of small little things I've got to do on this all over the place still. So I'm probably a good week away on it yet. Next weekend, hopefully, we'll try it again. I still haven't put on the decals of the deflector dish or put the little covers on there yet, but here you can see our little blue SMD lighting up our crystal there at the front, and our floodlights are working really nice. I'm really happy with that. Let me turn the light off all the way here for you now, and hopefully my camera will focus. And you can just kind of start to see the model taking shape. And I like how our floodlighting is lighting up the sides of the hull there toward the front. That's really nice. And up here at the neck and everything. I've started to fill in the seam around the saucer there, and that's why there's some light leaks coming through now. I sanded the paint kind of thin in a few spots. I've got to go back and repaint that edge, and then it looks kind of naked without the sensor bands on there too. That'll all be fixed when we catch up here, and then I'm doing a lot of work at the neck there, getting that all cleaned up and repainted. But here's a look at the registry number, and that looks really sharp. You can see we have it on both sides here, and it'll be the same on the other nacelle, so I think that almost looks realistic. Pretty happy with how that turned out. I was kind of worried how they were going to look with all that paint over top of it and painting the Aztecs, but it's coming through pretty nice. And so yep, all of our little blinky thinkies are working and everything's going good still, so probably about another 10 hours or so of time. I've got the other nacelle about halfway done, and I'm estimating another 3 or 4 hours to do all these little touch-ups on it here and there. And then of course there's a lot of small little decals that have to go on it, and then we'll be getting pretty near the end, I think. So alright guys, well, I just wanted to show you the progress on that nacelle, and having it propped on there. Like I said, you can see some gangly looking wires hanging out of there because I've only got the wires connected for the floodlights, and everything else has got to get tucked in there, and for the chiller grills and everything when I finally glue it on there. And I will make those wires quite a bit shorter before I hook it up. And so I'm happy to report everything's going fine. So appreciate all the nice feedback on the videos for this build, guys. So far it's been really wonderful sharing it with you guys, and all the comments and everything, and some of you guys have put in some really nice modeling tips along the way and suggestions, so I appreciate that. It's great for the people out there in the community to be able to pick that stuff up. So that's going to be a wrap, everybody. We'll catch up with you probably not tomorrow night, but the next night, and I should have the other nacelle finished and setting on there. And I noticed too already that just putting that one, it's starting to tip the model back more towards the way it should be. It was, you know, nose down. Once I get the other nacelle on there, I think the weight of it's going to bring it back just right, where it's going to sit nice and level. Because the way Polar Lights has that that mounting rod, that's the exact center of balance on that. Without the nacelles on there, with that huge honking saucer on there, it makes it awful nose heavy. So, but it's starting to straighten out the more I do to it. So All right, guys, take care and happy modeling. We'll catch up with you probably the next night or two. Have fun building your models out there.